Welcome to a new special series called The Bathroom Break. That extra 10 minutes you either have to listen to marketing tips or use the bathroom or both. But I don't recommend both, but that's your choice.
This collab is going to be super fun. We have Daniel Murray from the Marketing Millennials and me, Jay Schwedelson from the Do This Not That podcast and subjectline.com. Each episode in the series, we are going to go over quick tips about different marketing topics. And if you want to be in the bathroom, fine, just don't tell us about it. Thanks for checking it out. We are back for the bathroom break. This is Jay Schwedelson from Do This Not That. I'm here with the ultimate marketing millennial, Daniel Murray. And this is our second attempt at starting this episode because we first started it. I said to Daniel, what the hell is that noise? It sounds like there's like a wind tunnel in your house. He goes, my air just turned on. What is going on at your house? Do you just have what is going on over there?
People come to my house all the time and they think that it's raining outside. So they get freaked out that they can't drive home and it's my air conditioning. I'm like, no, it's the air conditioning. But 3 weeks ago, my air ducts collapsed and that never happens in houses. They completely collapsed and my whole air conditioning unit froze.
Oh.
So it was frozen. So I didn't have air conditioning for 2 days in Florida, which is not ever good in Florida. So.
Are you very manly or whatever, handy? I don't know if manly is the right word. Do you
No.
Will you be able to go in and unfreeze your air conditioning?
No, that's not my thing. No.
Do you do anything? Do you even attempt to fix it?
Nope. I'm not gonna attempt to do anything with my hands. I'm not good at that. I even get nervous when when I order stuff that it has a manual to put things together. And even as if it's simple, I get so nervous to put A to B to C to all right,
everyone get Daniel a gift card to IKEA because I feel like he could really never buy anything there. All right, let's get into this ridiculous episode. We're talking about AI stuff. There's been a lot of very recent changes to some of the AI platforms, and I want to give you, and Daniel wants to give you some very tactical things that you can do that maybe you don't realize you could do. So let me give you one very tactical one, and I'll toss over to Daniel. So in ChatGPT, you may have seen that they've very recently updated the image creation. The image creation in ChatGPT has gotten exponentially better. But from a marketing perspective, there's a few things that you can do that you really couldn't do before. So one of the things is making carousels. Carousels on Instagram, carousels on LinkedIn are the top performing content right now on almost all the different platforms. And it used to be on ChatGPT, you'd want to make a carousel on ChatGPT. It would be like these one-off images. But now with the upgrade that it's done, you can now go to ChatGPT and say, create a 6-slide LinkedIn carousel about blah, blah, blah. And with all the other detail that you want, it'll actually produce all those images at once, and they're way better quality, way easier to do. You couldn't do this before. So little things like this that you may not think are a big deal actually are a game changer that you should be trying. What are you messing around with?
I think one of the things that everybody should do in as a marketing team is set up your Claude skills and have those skills in your back end, and because it's basically like a prompt that is saved over and over and over. It's a file you create. For example, I have one for my brand voice, so I don't have to keep telling Claude here are my do's and do nots and this and that. So I suggest everybody invest, and you can also, there are huge threads on the internet if you type in Google or Claude skills for marketers, and you can put those, there's a paid media Claude skill, but I highly suggest you test them, put them in your stack, in your AI stack, and it will help you, and it will help save you so much time, but it also will get you closer to doing things that Claude will be able to do as a marketer on your team.
So let's talk in general, because I think people make the mistake. I'm very glad you brought up Claude. It was originally what do you like better? Oh, I use ChatGPT. I use Claude. I use Gemini. As a marketer, you can't afford to do that if you want to have a career in marketing. If you're I'm a ChatGPT person, that is a fail. You need to say, okay, for the next few weeks, I'm going to learn Claude. I'm going to mess around with Claude and Cowork and Claude Code. I'm going to learn Gemini. And here's why. They're all very different. First of all, in Gemini, it's all tied into Google Workspace, all tied into your Google Ads account. You can do incredible things with Gemini in your Google Ads account, which obviously you can't do in ChatGPT or Claude. And then in Claude, you could do things for example, I connect my Claude to Canva. And that connector to Canva in Claude is incredible. It's better than any of the AI within Canva. And then on ChatGPT, you have all the stuff that you had from originally. It probably knows you the best. But if you're only relegating yourself to one platform, you're not doing good marketing. And stop going to Starbucks. Take that money you spend at Starbucks and upgrade to Claude Pro, to Gemini Pro, and to ChatGPT Pro. It's more important for you to do that than almost anything else in your marketing career.
No, I totally agree because, for example, Copilot, if you're using anything Microsoft, it's amazing. If you're using anything, Gemini works. If you have a Google stack, you should be using Gemini. Claude is really good with connectors and skills, and they're coming up with new things. ChatGPT is really good at writing headlines and like testing headlines, and Claude's very bad, but Claude is a better writer than ChatGPT. So sometimes when you're doing one task, just playing around and see the different outputs of every one could tell you which is best for your business, what could work better, but also the connectors is the key in how it connects into your stack.
So I, with the new image upload thing or whatever, you updated to ChatGPT, I did the stupidest thing that now everybody's going to go try do. So I went on there, it worked great. And I uploaded a picture of myself. And I said, use this picture and then give me side by side, what is the celebrity that, with all of your data that I look the most like, and put that celebrity's photo next to mine. And that's it. And so I put that prompt in and it came back and it put me next to David Schwimmer, the guy from Friends. And I was like very depressed because it was a very bad picture of David Schwimmer or whatever. So, but that's a very, very important thing that you can now do on ChatGPT is find out what celebrity AI thinks that you look most like. So Daniel, if you were to do that, is there a celebrity that people say you look like a lot?
No, but who have I gotten before? Who have you gotten? I want to hear what you
want to hear the most depressing thing that I've gotten? This is a very sad story. So back when Patrick Dempsey, before he became McDreamy, he was in movies like Can't Buy Me Love and Loverboy, and he was from Grey's Anatomy. And I used to get it all the time growing up that I looked like Patrick Dempsey. And then Patrick Dempsey got a nose job. And then he went on Grey's Anatomy and became McDreamy. Ever since he got a nose job, not once in my life since he got a nose job has anybody ever said I look like him. So it was cool for like a few years.
I think I've gotten Vince Vaughn before, but I don't think I look like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I've got a Vince Vaughn, but lookalikes are hard because sometimes the problem with when you say you look like someone is it's a very big risk to say that someone looks like someone. It's a very big risky thing to say because it could either go either way. I was actually thinking, I don't know if you're going to take this as a compliment, but I saw a picture of Charlize Theron yesterday.
And I think I look like Charlize Theron?
No, I think your wife looks like Charlize Theron.
Oh, let's go. I'm going to tell her that. That's great.
Yeah, I think your wife looks like, I would literally think your wife looks like, and I was like, but then I was like, should I tell Ali this or no? But then I just brought it out right now on the podcast. So
she'll be fired up. She'll be very, very. She usually gets the mom from Modern Family. I forgot what that woman's name is with the blonde hair. She gets that a lot.
No, but I saw a picture of Charlize Theron and I was like, that's Jay's wife, Charlie.
That's nice. I'm definitely putting your picture in the ChatGPT and say, who does this look like? I want to put you in ChatGPT. I want to see what they say what you look like.
We'll tell next episode. We'll come back with what I actually look like. This is very important stuff, by the way.
Yeah, very important. Another great episode of that. Listen, everybody go and follow the Marketing Millennials and do this, not that. Leave a review if we don't stink or don't. I don't know. You're awesome later. Daniel, come on, man. I got to get back to work. Get out of there. All right. While he's still in there, this is Jay. Check out my podcast, Do This, Not That, for marketers. Each week we share really quick tips on stuff that can improve your marketing, and I hope you give it a try. Oh, here's Daniel. He's finally out.
Back from my bathroom break. This is Daniel. Go follow the Marketing Millennials podcast, but also tune into this series. It's once a week, the bathroom break. We talk about marketing tips that we just spew out, and it could be anything from email, subject line, to any marketing tips in the world. We'll talk about it. Just give us a a shout on LinkedIn and tell us what you want to hear. Peace out.
Later.